He said that you need to produce lot of things, lot of stone items like other people are doing in Agra. So in that way, we came to know that they are living in Agra. Okay. Lines around the old man's mouth tightened. He said, "No, my son, this is the work I have learned from my father, and he had learned from his father. We have kept up this tradition of for hundreds of years, and I hope that you will continue our work." Every parent hope that if they have some traditional business, okay, family business, so every parent wants that his son or her, that his daughter should join the business, should do that work, same work, which has given so much reputation to their family in that way. Okay, so he was not at all. The lines around the old man's mouth tightened. That means he was very, very angry that time with his son. Okay, and he said that it is not possible, it's not good. Okay, because I have learned this art from my father, and he had learned, his father had learned from the great grandfather. So we have to keep this tradition on, and we have this tradition from hundreds of years. Okay, that means many generations consume this art. No, father, there is so much more money in candlesticks, stands, paperweights, ashtrays, and plates for tourists. Okay, so we need to make something else. And what are those things? Candle stands, understood? Paperweight, ashtrays, where you put the ash of the cigarette or something, tobacco and something like that, and plates for tourists, crockery, stone crockery. Okay, so the young man walked out of the room angrily, and his own son just walked out. He left the room in the anger. Okay, till here you understood everything?
Yes, ma'am.
So the old man sat before the half-finished marble statue of Radha and Krishna. Okay, and the old man, his father, just again sat, and he started his work, and he was doing what? He was preparing the statue, beautiful statue of Radha and Krishna. Okay, he dropped his hands into his lap and closed his eyes. He was praying. He did not seem to listen to the hesitant goodbye. The son called out from the door, and he sat still. He dropped his hands into his lap because he was so sad and he was angry as well. So he left that work and he started, and he just put his hands into his laps and he started to pray. Okay, and he was not even listening to his son, to the hesitant. Hesitant, that means his son spoke in a very low voice because he was not that confident to leave his father, or somewhere he was in the guilt. Okay, but anyhow, he said goodbye, and the son called out from the door, and he sat still. He didn't look at him. He didn't say anything to him. He just sat there. Master Ji, Salim. The servant boy entered the workshop. His voice was filled with concern. Okay, now servant boy, understood? The boy was a servant or the assistant sort of.
Servant.
Yeah, he was like an assistant, you can say, who just pass on the things, clean the mess, and like that. Okay. So he entered in the workshop. His voice was filled with concern, and why he was concerning, he was worried about Master Ji's health. He held a cup of tea in his hand. The old man lifted his head, and he had a pale face and looked old and tired. He said, Salim, soon I will be the last stonemason here, as everyone has gone to Agra. Look, Gopal, my son, the son name is Gopal, has gone too. Now I will have to finish this sculpture myself. The old man looked at the orphan boy, Salim said, I have very little strength. I can't work with the chisel the way I used to. Carving takes too long a time. I have to finish the work and I will. Okay. Now the old man was not in a good condition, not at all. He was ill, he was emotionally very low, and he sat in a very sorrowful way to his servant boy, that is, whose name is Salim. Okay, he said that I will be the last stonemason over here because everyone has gone to where? Agra, as my son has gone. Okay, and now this sculpture has to be done by me only. Okay, and it will take too long time, and I'm not able to do it. Why? Because I'm not physically strong, either emotionally and physically both. He was not at all strong anyhow because he lost his son. So emotionally he was low, and physically because he was old, so it will take too much time to prepare it or to carve it. Carving, you understood?
Making the shapes.
Making the statues, but yeah, hammer and chisel. Okay, and you just do that thumping all the time, and then they shape the stone. Okay, they made eye and nose and lips with the chisel and hammer. Okay, that is called carving. Okay. So the boy offered tea to the men and said, "Please drink this. It will do you good. That means it will help you. It will give you a little strength. Yes, I know you will finish this work." And he said, "Yes, I know. First of all, you need to take rest. Later on, you can worry about this job and this task, whatever you are doing." And the old man sighed and picked up the chisel and hammer. And again, the old man sighed. He took deep breath, and he just picked up the chisel and hammer. He just started to do work. He loved his work and did not want to change it for any other work in the world. Okay, that means he was very passionate about his work. Sometimes it happens, no, a person who liked the thing to do, he always loved it. Okay, so in that way, old man loved his work and he doesn't want to change it at all for anything in the world. For days together, the man worked continuously without taking any rest. As he was not in a good mood, but still he was doing too much hard work and he was not taking any rest. His one desire was to finish the sculpture, which would be his last. Okay, he decided already that this statue will be the last statue which I will make. After that, I'll not make anything. Okay, I'll not make anything. He worked till his hand began to tremble and his shoulders started to ache. His arms grew heavy and his eyes grew tired. And then he could not see anymore. He worked, that's why. And his shoulders started to ache and there was a pain in the shoulder because if you're sitting in a single position, in one position for so long, it will ache obviously, it will pain. So his arms grew heavy. His arms becomes heavy. He couldn't lift them up. Okay, and his eyes grew tired because carving is something very minute work where you have to concentrate very much. If you are shaping a statue face or if you are shaping a hand, okay, so it will take too much time and you need to concentrate to look about it. Okay, so and then he couldn't see anymore and the condition was worse now. At that moment, Salim returned. He saw the old man and asked him to eat some food. Okay, understood? The old man whispered, "I'm not going to finish it. I will complete it." If Gopal was here, it would have been different. Although he was not a good sculptor, he had difficulty in carving the face and hands properly. There was something missing in his fingers and that something can't be taught. He said, "I'm not going to finish it. I will not complete it." Why? Because he was not in that condition physically. He was so weak. He said, if Gopal was there because he taught his son the art, the same art, it would have been different. That it can be different. Maybe we will be able to prepare it to make it that statue. Although he was not a good sculptor, although he said that he's not very good in that art. Okay, because he had difficulty to shape the face and hand properly. I told you, no, that to shape a face in drawing as well, if you are shaping a face, it is very difficult. Rest body parts you can draw very easily, but the rest, the face and the hand, you cannot draw very easily because very minute things are there. Shapes of eye, shape of lips, shape of cheeks, shape of face, something is there. So he said that there was something missing in his finger. That passion was missing in his finger, and that something can't be taught. And that passion I cannot teach. Okay, suppose everybody can do the drawing. Everybody can draw some lines and make the shape and like that. But Few are very good in it, and few never can be good at it. So there must be a reason, because of the interest, because of the passion. They are excellent in the arts, and some are not at all. If you tell them, if you teach them from so long, still they will not able to do it properly. Sometimes it happens with the arts, especially. Salim whispered because it comes from somewhere deep inside you. He said that something you're talking about, it comes with deep inside with you. That means it comes in your nature only. You are right, Salim. Then the old man added, and if you do not have it inside you, you would better go to Agra and mass produce ashtrays for the tourists. Now he said, Salim as well, that if you don't have that passion, which I have for my work, for my art, then you can go to the Agra, and we will just prepare the ashtrays and sell them to tourists. At least you will earn some money. So he suggested his own servant boy, who was the better. The old man started again the work, okay, and still he was working till late night. So in those days he prayed a lot, okay, he do that worship a lot of the God, okay, and now he was praying for health and strength, and for his son as well. Okay, he's praying that you should help me, you should give me the strength so that I can complete this statue, and you can help my son as well. And in the early hours of the morning, the chisel fell from his old man's hand, and the hammer dropped to the ground, and he fainted. That means he became unconscious. Everything was on the floor, and he was completely unconscious. When the old man, you understood who was working, replacing Gopal over there, okay? So when he realized that somebody is there in the workshop, that somebody is doing something with the chisel, with that thuk voice was there continuously. So he walked around there, and he thought, because he was a father, he was badly missing his son. So he thought maybe his son has come back, and now he needs to be there in the workshop with him. Okay, and when he arrived in the workshop, he saw, and he was completely in surprise, or you can say in a shock, that he was not his son Gopal, but Salim, his servant, to whom he never taught the art. Getting my point? He never